You're making an impression on people, so watch what you post. And even the community guidelines, they're so quick to like take down like opinions and censor like the truth and the facts and all this stuff. You can see the imprint of his you know what in almost a lot of his videos. Not like the guidelines are nowhere. The kids on TikTok are way too impressionable, and what goes on there can affect them for a long time. Let's talk about it. All right, so I'm not gonna do a long intro, but like you see my hair's curly, so when I put in a bun, it's like a curly bun, but I don't know if I want to be like that for the rest of the video. So I had TikTok for a long time. I had the social medias, all these kids would be on for a long time. From 9 years old, turning 10, these guys at my school kind of pressured me to get social media, get Instagram specifically, and I'm like, all right. And from there, I got it till I was 14 and a half, and I also made a video on why I actually deleted Instagram. It was more so because it kind of gave me anxiety because of a situation that ended up happening. I'm not as anxious towards it now, but I still don't have it. But even though, you know, people say you can get brand deals, you can get opportunities on it, but hey, I'm just gonna stick with YouTube. But in this video, we're just gonna talk about TikTok specifically because so much crap happens on TikTok, as you guys can see. I'm not gonna get into the whole stuff about like toxic stuff or when they start talking about like things having to do with the LGBTQ, race, all this kind of stuff that can leave people impressionable. We're just gonna talk about, you know, self-esteem and what we see on camera. Welcome to my perspective or her perspective. I need to tell you guys something right off the bat so you guys don't think that I'm a hypocrite. I had TikTok more recently than Instagram, and I would like post videos occasionally to see what would happen and then just quickly delete the app. But yeah, I did get rid of it. But if you guys find old videos, it's because I had it at that time, or I would post occasionally and then just delete the app. I just want to make you guys aware of that. I'm just gonna start off by saying it off the bat because this is my platform, this is my opinion. We all know how influential social media can be and how it has its pros and its cons. However, I do think this whole thing with TikTok and people always looking their best and dressing up and having all these effects and all these filters can really put a damper on people's like self-esteem. And I'm gonna be honest, when I like went on there, because like my sister has it, when she shows me, there's these filters that make me look so cool. Like they make me have all these like faces and they make me just like feel all like pretty and whatever. But then you have to realize that that's fake and it's not really based on anybody. In fact, you know what's funny, guys? So someone showed me this picture of this girl, I think it's Camila Mendes, and she has a filter on and they say she looks like me and she has a filter. So is there a filter named after me? Is there a filter for me? No, but no. The point is, I feel like so many people are impressionable on these apps, and I feel like at first, you know, people were like showing talents on there and everything, but now you can get viral just by doing something like that. Like I'll show you guys what I mean. There will be clips inserted of what exactly I'm talking about. It's getting very sexual on there, and people are trying to be all like, you know, like like a lot of kids are seeing it, a lot of kids are doing it. And I'm also saying this because I have a younger sister. At that age, I was like,
no, like I don't want to listen to you, like you don't know what you're talking about.
But it's true, like the people that are older understand more than the younger ones. When you look at statistics, these social medias have a damper on people's lives. Like I said, I know this sounds like common sense, but take it from me. I don't want to say a young girl because then, you know, people might take that and think I'm like a child.
I feel very attacked!
You know, just take it from me. Like, I had it for a long time. I posted a video once and it got like 136,000 views. It was like addicting almost. I was like, oh my gosh, people want to watch it. But you know what it was about? Rapid testing. It wasn't even, you know, it wasn't even about anything else. You can do what you want, guys, but kids are impressionable, and so many kids nowadays. Take it from my sister, my sister's friend, and like she was 10, 11 years old, this girl, and she's like, I'm bi, I'm gay, and guess what, it was just a phase because the next week she's like, no, I'm not. Like, you know what I mean? And where did she get that from? I don't think she got that from her parents. Where would she get that from? Also, my sister and her friends sometimes joke around about like their orientation, and it's like, where are they getting this from? Because what I'm trying to say is, if you give a platform like TikTok so much power over kids, that can go wrong. People can take advantage and make these kids think things that are not right or think things that are extreme.
She's snatching your people up. I need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband.
You know, they can say anything on there. They can just be like, if you have, let's say, my sister's hair and eye color, you're like weak, you're dumb, and then this could affect my sister. Like, but I really do think that these platforms are getting worse, and they're just getting like very... Next point, which I probably divided this into chapters. I have to say this because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It got cut off. What I was trying to say is, it's gonna seem like very weird to say, or it's gonna seem like, I already know there's gonna be people saying like, oh, but you know, if you feel that way, maybe he's not mature enough or whatever. Like, I know you guys are gonna see it like that. understand that like it's just me and it's just my like trauma. So I almost like that Anon doesn't like social media and he sees it like me, because even with me he always thinks like, oh, like he's replaceable and all this kind of stuff. And I also feel like social media is like a contributing factor to this, you know, to this like problem. So that's why I like that, you know, it's kind of like this right now. And like I said, guys, I know you should be like, you know, guys might think you shouldn't have to take things away for people to be like stable and whatever, but you have to understand like social media can really get to people's minds, whether that's like make them believe something that's not true and make them see things in a certain way. And you know, you have to understand like what you see online is a lot of it's fake. There's filters, there's plastic surgery, there's like angles, there's like, it's so easy for people to fake things and to put on like fake faces, fake bodies, and then invalidate or make people that have like real bodies, real faces bad just because they have pimples, scars, sagging, whatever, you know? And if they have medical conditions too, it's not right. And I get pissed. I get absolutely pissed when people have these unrealistic expectations of other people just because of these social medias. And I know you guys are going to be like, that's little kids that do that, that's young people that do that, older people don't, and I'm happy about that. But hopefully this video can get to those younger audiences. I also feel like it makes people insecure in relationships, because when you look at the comments, they're like, oh, like I hope my boyfriend doesn't see this or my girlfriend doesn't see this. I am so appalled by so many people my age that look at that and say, I want that in my life. I want to be with them. Are you kidding me right now? Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't even want to include videos because it might even get taken down, but you know those types of people I'm talking about. I'm gonna call him out, Jake Andrich. Search up Jake Andrich right now. Like, see what types of stuff he posts. You know, and again, like, if this was an adult site, I'm not gonna hold you back, whatever. But there's kids. There's kids. Like, that's the thing. There's kids. But that just brings me back to my, like, my old point, or, like, the point I just made about, like, the kids. Like, wiring people in a certain way. And I understand people might be like, okay, but if you're in a relationship and you're insecure, don't blame the social medias. I understand the social medias didn't do this to you, but they can make you feel like that. Because think about it, in the olden days, and hey, you guys might want to argue with me on this or be like, what's your evidence? I think that in the old days, people were more loyal to each other because they didn't have all these options, right? They didn't have all these options. It's like the paradox of choice. But now you go on social media and you see so many people in a row looking a certain way. You're going to want to be with them. You're going to want to look like them. You're going to want to be with them. You're going to want to be like them. And that's it. It's like competitive. Like, you guys get what I'm trying to say. And even Instagram, the fact that so many people... Whoa, a bubble literally just came out of my mouth. Like, you see how passionate I am. The way that people fake things on Instagram. If you're like, Alessia, why'd you delete those social medias? Why don't you put yourself out there? Because I don't want to put myself out there like that. Because I have words, guys. Like, I'm not trying to sell a look. I'm trying to sell words to you guys. I'm trying to sell my opinion. I'm not trying to sell this. Because if I was trying to, it would be obvious. You see when I'm dancing in videos, you see when I'm doing stuff, I'm like very like aware of myself. You see, and even the community guidelines, they're so quick to like take down like opinions and censor like the truth and the facts and all this stuff. But when people are out here like, you know, like not like the guidelines are nowhere, especially like this guy Jake Andrich, again, I'm putting him on the spot. You can see the imprint of his you know what in almost a lot of his videos, and the guidelines are gone. So like that kind of stuff, like nudity and like sexual things, the guidelines are like nowhere to be found. And I can make this a whole separate video. I can talk about this whole like this issue with this sexual culture we have, like why it affects relationships, like why it's a whole problem, you know. It might be common sense, but to a lot of people this isn't common sense, and it's clear because look at them on TikTok. You know, I don't want to make this video rambling, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. Like, maybe you guys can have a discussion in the comments. We can all discuss back and forth, or maybe like I'll go live and talk about this too. But I feel like these platforms are almost manipulating people into viewing some groups of people in a certain way, or kind of like having high expectations when it comes to looks and stuff, you know. And I just think it's wrong. These platforms are giving opportunity for people to kind of see people in this light and kind of like rewire the way they think of things, you know, because I'm gonna admit it did that to me at some point, you know, like it kind of tried to make me believe certain things of certain groups and stuff, and like not like in a racial way, but like in a way where it's like everything was all about like what men do, what like this things that men do that they're terrible, the KAM. If you don't know what KAM is, I'm not gonna say it, search up what is KAM. But like, you know, it kind of gets you. It's like, oh my gosh, so many people have bad experience with guys, or I felt like years ago, and sometimes I have this issue to this day because of my personal experiences. And it also paints girls in a negative light because it almost makes people think like Like, I feel like people are gonna say, oh, girls are always trying to expose themselves, and then they're gonna start seeing them like objects and see everybody like objects because of these people on social media. So yeah, I'm blaming social media. I'm also blaming the people on there. Like, be careful what you post. I'm not shaming them, but clearly I'm saying Jake Anrich and these other people, you're making an impression on people, so watch what you post, because I'm here always watching what I post, watching what I say, watching what I look like because of that. I know that I make an impact in people's like lives. You know what I said in my live stream, guys? If I do something that seems off, like if you see me doing certain things that seems off, because like that's not in my character. You know, you guys know the way I am, so that's kind of a good thing, because you guys will see if I do something that's out of my character, something's wrong, you know. And get help, please. Just like a side note, like, I know you guys get my point. There's way more I can say, but I don't want to make this a 30-minute video. I can make a part 2 if you guys want me to cover certain things you guys say in the comments, like, Alessia, can you cover like this issue of this on TikTok, this on social media, da 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 da, because I'm not on it, but I see what goes on because of my sister, because of other things. But with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. Hope this resonated, because I'm sure a lot of people agree with this, just looking at the people in my comments. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.